Guess not all of Vesemir's teachings have receded into oblivion.
A witcher can forget to eat, to drink, to breathe even. But a witcher never ever forgets to care for his blade.
Yeah, I used to repeat that incessantly. Never tired of doing it either.
What creature was it?
Huh? Creature?
One that gave you the scar over your left eye. It's new. I don't remember it.
Souvenir from the cockatrice of Spala. Another addition to the collection. Nothing special. Yours is healed beautifully, though.
Avallac'h. He prepared some special ointments for me. But that was before the curse gripped him. Wonder where he is now.
Haha, we're not gonna tell her! Actually, we're gonna tell her.
We lifted the curse. He's at Kaer Morhen, waiting for you.
Are you serious? You must be. You'd not jest about something like that. A nice thing to wake up to.
You trust him?
Avallac'h? He's not let me down to date. Not once.
That's quite nice of him, actually.
Why exactly is Avallac'h helping you? Sages have never been fond of humans.
He doesn't do it for me. It's about my power. As if it could ever be about anything else. Avallac'h tried to teach me how to control my ability. He was also making sure I didn't fall into Eredin's hands.
Oh, we know who
What's
the
Eredin
leader of
after?
the Wild Hunt
What's he
is
want
now.
from you?
What everyone wants. Control of my powers. His homeworld faces annihilation. Eredin's decided to invade ours. Brilliant, wouldn't you say? Can't achieve much on his own, so he needs to bring an army. Except his navigators can't possibly move him and thousands of NL between planes. Their abilities won't allow it.
Whereas yours will.
Exactly. And if I die in the process, well, that's a necessary sacrifice.
How do you ever start traveling with Avallac'h?
As soon as I'd left you and Yen on the Isle of Avalon, I found myself pursued. Eredin and his Red Riders were on my heels.
Red Riders?
I fled through many worlds, many times. They came very close to catching me once. It was then that Avallac'h appeared, out of nowhere. He found a portal, and took us to a world where Eredin couldn't find us for, perhaps half a year.
The world where Eredin couldn't find you. What was it like?
You wouldn't believe me if I told you.
Try me.
People there had metal in their heads, waged war from a distance, using things similar to megascopes. And there were no horses. Everyone had their own flying ship instead.
Ciri, stop fooling around.
Told you wouldn't believe me. We should have stayed there.
So why'd you return?
I thought the hunt had lost my scent for good. I thought I was safe. Besides, I wanted to find you. You and Yennefer.
You were looking for us, we were looking for you. Times I thought you were just a step away. Other times, felt like I was going around in circles.
I'm not surprised. There were times I fled pell-mell headfirst and forward.
So tell me how it happened, step by step.
Eredin located us mere moments after we landed on Ard Skellig. Soon after, he and his riders surrounded us. I thought it was over, the end. Turned out Eredin had other plans. He produced the phylactery, uncorked it. A fog enveloped us, and Avallac'h began gasping for air.
That's how Eredin cursed Avallac'h, triggered his transformation into Uma?
Yes. He didn't wish to kill him. Humiliation, that's what he was after. But Avallac'h refused to succumb without a fight. He cast a spell that wrought havoc in the hunt's ranks.
And in a full half of a forest on Ard Skellig.
Yet it also gave us time to flee. Avallac'h opened a portal. I leapt in. He was supposed to follow right behind me, but something went awry. Impaired by the curse, he failed to reach the portal in time. We had agreed that if anything went wrong and we were separated, we would meet at his hideout in Velen.
But you failed to meet there.
Yes, we failed to. Once through the portal, instead of at Avallac's hideout, I landed right in the middle of Crookback Bog. I barely escaped the crones. And then there was the Baron. You know, he took me hunting. I killed a wild boar with my sword.
I heard.
A coincidence, really. I had no desire to hunt that day, but it felt wrong to refuse. I'd taken nothing remotely resembling a hunting weapon. I simply hadn't intended to hunt. I was wandering through the forest, breathing deep the air. And then I heard a strange sound. Unsettling.
Boar attacked you?
Big as a bison, and lumbering straight at me. And all I had was my sword. Had to manage.
Did just fine, judging by how the Baron's men remember it.
Simple soldiers, the whole lot. But we got along splendidly. A shame I had to leave. Flee. But I didn't want to bring the wild hunt down on them. Apart from which, I knew by then the curse was progressing. So instead of looking for Avallac'h, I decided to find you and Yen.
So how'd you even meet a man like Whoreson Jr.?
You and Yennefer were nowhere to be found, and I needed someone who could fix the phylactery. No ordinary craftsman would do. I needed a mage, one with extraordinary powers. Dandelion took it upon himself to help me. It was as if his honor depended on it. He arranged a meeting with a mage, but it proved a trap set by the temple guard.
Failed to mention that.
Probably didn't want to worry you. Later, we learned the guard did that sort of thing regularly, in the hope of nabbing anyone who collaborated with mages. We needed to find another way. That was clear. Then Dandelion said he knew a man who owned a piece of Novigrad, as he put it, could do more than others. He was certain to know someone who could fix the phylactery.
Whoreson Jr.
I suspected it might not be the best idea, but I was desperate. I had no choice.
You suspected right. Whoreson was not the ideal partner in crime.
Damned simpleton got it in his head that we cheated him and kidnapped Dudu.
Who you promptly freed only to have to flee to Temple Isle. Great idea.
We hadn't planned it. Had no time to consider. We just bolted. I didn't even realize the guardsmen were driving me into a trap. Suddenly there I was, and I knew I had to disappear. At once.
And that's when you landed back in Skellige.
The shore of Hindisfjall. The first pleasant place that came to mind. Hjalmar and I used to swim there.
Wait, so you actually wound up there by accident? I thought you and Avallac'h had arranged something.
No, he simply sensed me use my power. Just as Eredin can sense where I am, where I travel. In fact, Eredin arrived soon after I did. His riders in tow. Once again, things happened quickly. Lofoten, the hunt's attack, my flight. And then, dreams. Just dreams.
What did you dream? I've had nothing but nightmares lately. Pretty horrible.
Likewise, for the most part. In one, a monster grown from a stillborn child chased you. Ugh, that was horrible. Had a few nice dreams. For example, in one we sat around a fire, drinking good wine, and all around people danced and laughed.
I like that one a lot better.
Me too. But these dreams, and the others, ended in some tower. No matter what I dreamed, in the end, I would enter a tower.
Recognize it? Know where it might be?
Not sure. I don't think so, but there was something familiar about it. And something terrifying. The tower was stark and dead. But at the same time, I felt I had to enter it.
Did you?
No. Dreams all ended with me searching for the entrance. And the last time, instead of the tower, I saw your grizzled face. If not for the scar over your eye, I'd have thought I was still dreaming.
I was afraid you were dead. Found some dwarves here. Said they'd try to wake you, but you were cold as ice and you weren't breathing.
And yet you came in.
Who listens to dwarves these days? Speaking of which, they're probably getting antsy. We should go. Got a boat on the beach. Once we land, we'll head for Kaer Morhen. On horseback.
Right. Conventional means of travel. They're just better. Though a portal would be quicker.
And draw Eredin to us immediately. Rather not risk it. Besides, I hate portals.
Yeah, if he wasn't gonna say it, I was.
Damn.
Oh, the fucking dwarves left with our
Listen,
boat.
we gotta think of a way to...
Yeah. That is gonna be a problem.
Get
On
us
the other
out of
hand,
here.
They'll know
transportation.
where we've gone. They'll know how to find me.
They already do. Ciri, take us home.
The failed quest is... I'm gonna explain to you later why this isn't a problem. I could actually do it now. The Baronga's Blade is a quest that you find notes in a chest in Kaer Morhen, and I did that, and I read the notes, but it turns out if you already found the diagram through some other means, the diagram of the sword to something, then you've basically already done it and the quest won't trigger. So even though it says I failed it, I didn't truly fail it. I found, you know, the sword. Yay! Reunion! Look at a little girl.
Welcome back, child.
Ciri!
Oh, and of course Yennefer is overjoyed.
My, you've grown beautiful.
No point standing around. Come on, time to greet the others.
You've not changed a bit. Any of you. All just like I remembered.
Yeah, they don't seem to grow old, do they?
What?
Little sis.
Oh yeah, I turned on Triss's alternative costume. So much for humble. Just saying.
They're all here. Everyone you asked for help. Avalok's resting in the tower, still in pretty bad shape. No reason to do it out here. Come inside.
Hunt'll be here soon. Actually, it's just good to see everyone.
Damn, it's good to see you again.
Let's not stand out here.
Yes, come. We should hold council.
Oh, right. Level 28? What? How did that happen? Didn't we stop at level 25? We seem to have skipped a few levels. Yeah, Berengar's Blade. Read his notes, talk to Vesemir. All of this doesn't really matter, because what it entails was finding a diagram for a sword. So where do I find it? Crafting. Yes, I know. And it's this sword. Wait a second. Oh, where do we have it? Feline sword. It's some sword. Which components I'm missing? Little. Well, what is that? 37. Damn. Tor Herne. This one, which is a little bit better in damage output, but you don't get the bonus experience from monsters. So I don't know whether or not I will craft it. Maybe I will. Depends on what you say. Maybe we will. Who knows? There's 7 points available. What else? Oh yeah. I'm gonna put in a picture now, a screenshot of 2 ways of 2 color schemes. The first one you're gonna see is gonna be completely... Okay, so I should explain why I'm doing it. So I'm not gonna put in the video, the screenshots just yet. So let me first explain what my problem is. So after I had that scene with Ciri where she's lying supposedly dead on the bed, the first time I did that, it was so dark that even I couldn't see what the hell was going on. So I tried all the mods I could think of. The newest of who changed, you know, the rendering, because we had this graphics mod installed. The first one was just the updated version of the fantasy mod I used.
In order?
Damn it. Downright afraid to sneeze near these barrels.
The second one, and that every option I tried was better than the one we had. Every option I had was a lot lighter than the one I had, but the screenshots I'm going to show you, the first one is from having no graphic mod installed at all, and the colors are more vibrant, and the lighting is definitely the best one. The lighting is hands down the best one. You can see the most. And the second one is the newest fantasy mod installed, and the super turbo lighting mod also installed, which has very good lighting too, but as you can see, it's clearly less strong than without filters, and it's definitely less. Yeah, it's the lighting's a bit less strong, but the color scheme is cooler, and so it feels more like you're actually in a Nordic place. And the bloom, which you can see on the screenshot, is also a lot higher. So I cannot decide which one to do. The one completely without mods, or the one with mods. So what I decided to do is, I just showed you the
Great
screenshots.
To see you in a good mood, Zoltan.
Glad you got her back here.
I showed you the screenshots. I'm gonna show you no, and you can decide whether to opt for the modded one or the unmodded one. And I'm gonna have this episode completely unmodded, the next one modded, and the one after that modded again, and the last one unmodded. So there are 2 episodes modded, 2 episodes unmodded, and after the 4 episodes, I want the decision. You know, if you have it before then, just write it down in the comment section of a video. But at the very least, after the 4th video, including this,
We Ciri's grown up on us.
after the 4th one, including this, I want a yay or nay for a modded or a not modded in the comments. I'm gonna tally up the votes if there's anything to tally, and then we're gonna play either, you know, modded or not.
Hunt'll be here soon.
Head is upon us. The final age, the time of the end.
It's called Ragnarok. Anyway, I did a lot of talking.
I hope this gas will work.
Hello?
Wolf?
This gas? That looks kind of dangerous.
Anadar, Volanda.
What are you doing? Right. Anyway, so we haven't done much this episode. I've already wasted a lot of time just going around watching stuff. Watching stuff happen, having a long conversation with Ciri.
No way we'll let him take her.
Oh, Lambert, hello.
Damn piece of junk. Barely younger than Vesemir.
Wow, damn. But you have a ballista. That's quite impressive. Wonder if you'll see Letho. Oh, shit. Wrong one. I guess we're gonna see everybody we've collected along the way.
Greetings, Wolf.
Well, there, for example, is Eskel. Inside, we might see... Hello? Hello? Come on. Oh, right.
It's high enough.
There we go.
Glad to
Ves!
see you.
And
Set out alone, Ves
Roach.
tracked me down. Insisted on coming.
I ought to give you a hiding for not asking my help, but I took it all out on Roach along the way.
Ah, some old friends.
Ah, of course we
What's
have
this
Letho.
poor son doing here?
We need him.
You might have forgotten what he did. I haven't.
Fucking please keep it in tow.
I'm in command here. I make the decisions. You both know there are no debates when you're at war.
You know what, Geralt? I've done many things in my life I wish I hadn't. But I've always respected those who I served, always put my trust in them. Here, at Kaer Morhen, this will be the first time I do neither.
What?
We'll stay and help. But we don't want him at our backs.
What? Yeah, you realize that tensions are high.
No desire to talk to you right now, Geralt.
I understand that you're pissed that he killed... Oh shit, I didn't think about that. Fuck me. That might have not been the smartest idea.
Big
Ah.
fight ahead of us. How's morale?
Remember our encounter with them at the Hanged Man's Tree. We'll thrash him again this time.
Well, Letho is strong. I'm happy that he's on our side. But of course, them meeting up with Ves and Roach... Whoops. I didn't think about that. I mean, he is the man who killed the king. There's no debating that. Ooh, that was a bit... Yeah. That might
An illusion.
be a problem. What?
Greetings, Geralt. If I'm to die today, I wish to look smashing for the occasion. Leave my dresser alone.
What is that? Why is she doing that? Why is she having a illusion up? Oh, fine. Fine. Do whatever you want. Is there somebody else we need to see? Or was that the whole band? Hjalmar, Ermion... Well, I think we've got all of them.
Get everybody together. Time to talk.
It is time to talk.
Thank you for coming. The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Want to take her? We'll stop them.
How do you even know the hunt'll show?
They always know where I teleport to, and they move from place to place in an instant.
So what's our plan?
We're gonna take the initiative. Or do we all have a task? I guess we all have a task.
There aren't many of us, but I'd trust any of you with my life. Work together and we'll defeat the Hunt. When they attack, Yen'll dome the fortress with a magic shield. Hunt will be forced to land outside the walls.
If they're dispersed out in the woods, we could hunt down small groups of riders.
Got our first volunteer for the hunting party. I'm the second.
Count me in too. Always believed attack is the best defense.
The Hunt will try to penetrate into the fortress through navigator portals. I can do nothing against this kind of magic, so you'll need to find and close as many as you can while hunting in the woods.
Lambert will make us dimeridium bombs. Remember the formula?
Of course.
Excellent. Erden should work on the portals as well. I shall also give you each an amulet. Snap them in half and you'll become invisible.
Ooh.
At least while you remain still or move slowly. Move abruptly, engage any foes, clash with them, and they will see you. Apart from that, they will be able to hear you and smell you. If you come across a large unit, do not attack. Signal Triss and she will provide support.
I'll look for your signal. Soon as I see it, I'll rain fire on the forest.
Rain fire.
Remember, there's only a few of us. We have to help each other, work together. If anything goes wrong and the hunt puts us on the defensive, we pull back, make a stand at the gates of the fortress. The inner courtyard is our last line of defense. If we don't stop them there, we're doomed. Ciri's most important in all of this. The hunt's after her, and we have to defend her at all costs.
What do I do?
Stay inside the keep. If they break through, come inside. We'll all converge to help you.
Out of the question. I can look after myself.
No one doubts that, child. But remember the most important moment when hunting a monster?
Wait for an opportunity.
After the council, I'll give you an amulet. If you use it, a ball of fire will land where you're standing, just in case.
What else do we have that we can use?
Since you plan to ambush the hunt in the woods, I could dig some trapping pits, blue stripe style.
Meaning?
Deep as the dark abyss, bottoms bristling with sharpened stakes.
I brought this ဿ min mix. Flammable as bone-dry saltpeter and ploughing sticks to anything. We fill some barrels, stack them in a narrow passage, and fire them up at an opportune moment.
You know, we stand on a vast deposit of gas. If need be, I could open cracks in the earth, create explosions. I would need to prepare, though.
There's the laboratory and the workshop.
One thing to remember, we've got limited resources and even less time. We ought to decide what kind of weaponry will be most useful against the hunt.
Absolutely. We need to assign one type of weaponry each to the lab and workshop.
What's the lab get us? Let's talk about the workshop, right?
Who needs access to the lab?
I started brewing some potions. Like to finish, if you don't mind.
I could prepare more of those Witcher's traps, but I'd need all the lab equipment.
Fuck me. Traps or potions? I wish you could give me some tips on that one right now. What are Witcher traps? Potions? Damn it, I don't know. Traps? Potions? Let's go for the potions.
Always relied on potions. We should brew as many as possible.
Let's talk about the workshop. Been wanting to fix that breach in the wall, but we'll need the same tools to clear the rubble from the armory.
Rubble?
Haven't you heard? Roof caved in a couple of years back. There's some excellent swords in there. Swords we could use.
Filling in the breach seems just as important. They come through there, the siege will be over awfully quick.
Patching up the wall seems like a really big deal.
Fixing the breach in the wall's a priority.
We won't have time to do much else. Everything settled?
Sure, let's get to work.
Yes, settled. We don't have much time, so let's get to work.
Let's sum up. Yennefer will create a magic barrier to repel the main assault. That should push the opposing force into the woods, where Lambert, Geralt, and Letha will be waiting. They'll use Dimeridium to close the Navigator's portals, stop as many warriors as possible from entering the fortress. Triss will be waiting for their signal, then give the riders hell. All others will repel any foes who make it inside the fortress walls.
If anything goes wrong, we abandon the outer courtyard, pull back to the keep.
In which case the whole repairing the breach will have become useless.
Remember, Eridan can't get his hands on Ciri. That's most important. Let's look at the map of the fortress, figure out the details.
Let's figure out the details. Right. But equally, I mean, look, we seem to have a lot of swords.
Something important.
Don't think about it.
Preparations coming along. Let's talk about what to expect.
What's ready?
Haven't had much time to prepare, so not much, honestly.
Your potions.
Right.
Thanks. for
Thunderbolt.
everything.
I'll saddle the horses. Come once you're ready to head into the woods.
Taking Letho with us.
You know my opinion.
Right. Well, that's it for this episode. It was quite an intense one. I think I didn't talk much at all, other than whether or not to use the lightning mod. Thanks for watching. Please comment and do subscribe. Bye!